All right, everybody. Just wanted to kind of go over tomorrow's workout real quick. It's easier for me to just kind of record this than try to type everything out. So it's a 13-minute workout. We pretty much are all going to do the workout. If you got to scale it, that's fine. Like to do it in groups so you can score each other. So total of, let's just say we got two groups. We're going to have 26 minutes of training. Initially, good solid warm up. The coach is going to run you through. Make sure you get your hips nice and loose, deadlifts, wall balls. Maybe do some couple 100-meter rows in the beginning, maybe a couple box jumps to get the hips nice and explosive and loose. Put some weight on the ball, do some deadlifts. Should be pretty good because we didn't really get smoked this week in any of these movements. If you're able to get to the handstand push-ups, that's pretty much what the whole workout's going to be about. I'm going to pretty much talk to everybody as if they're competing or they're competitors. Everybody will be told what the standards are tomorrow. But the bottom line is, 55 deadlifts at 225. I know 225 is not a lot of weight for many of you, including myself. But if you've seen Brooke Wells do the workout, even in the beginning, she was dropping the bar after about 5 reps. So, she wasn't going too far away from the bar. It was just dropping straight down. And then she would pick it up and do more. She was very, very quick rest. So the reason being is, deadlifting is a hinge movement. Wall balls is a squatting movement. So you're going to be using a lot of the same muscles. So the deadlift is definitely going to pre-exhaust you for the wall balls. Even though the wall ball is only 20 pounds, it's probably smart to do either sets of 10, sets of 8, sets of 5, because each time that you drop that bar from the top, which you're allowed to do, you're not doing the negative movement or the eccentric movement. So if you think about it, if you drop the bar 10 times, because you do sets of 5, that's going to be 10 times that you're not lowering the bar from the hip down to the ground. So it's probably not a bad idea to do that. You can't really bounce the bar. So the idea is to keep the bar very close to the shin. I like to change my stance up a little bit. So in other words, feet a little closer, higher hip, more back, and then I'll actually change it and maybe go almost like a clean grip. Start lowering the hips, lowering your butt. So your knees are kind of coming forward a little bit. So then you're starting to use your legs instead of just your glutes and your hams and your back. So you're kind of taxing different muscle groups. So I actually like to start off with a lower hip, and then once I start feeling like I'm getting tired, go from a higher hip. It's not a lot of weight, and if it is a lot of weight for you, then you damn sure better be scaling it down, because there's no reason why you should be doing a heavy weight, heavy for you, 55 times. That's just absolutely ridiculous. And if the coach notices that you're struggling, he's going to walk over and step on your bar and force you to take the weight off. So be smart. Once you get through your deadlifts, moving on to the wall balls, you should be able to, honestly, I would try to really hammer them out as best you can. Don't be silly and doing, 35, 40 reps, maybe sets of 10, 15, once you drop the ball, you can always pick it up as in the squat position and start from the bottom, and you don't have to stand up with the ball and then squat and go. So you save a little bit on that as well. The reason why I say really try to handle wall balls, get them over with, is because you're going to get your rest on the row. I mean, I'm not saying that you should rest on your row, but that's where you're going to get a little recovery time. Listen, don't crush yourself on the row unless you're going to be limited on how much time you get into your handstand push-ups and you're just not getting a lot of those. Because on the row, if you really crush yourself, what are you gonna do? Get off the rower 10 seconds, 15 seconds earlier, where you can rest a little bit. And that's the same scenario with the row. You can actually row different ways where you're using more leg drive or more back. Coach should be able to fill you in on that if you have to ask him what I'm talking about. If you're doing a handstand push-ups, it doesn't matter if you can bang out 25 in a row. That is not the smart thing to do. Short reps, jump off the wall and get back on it. Doing short reps, 2, 3, 4 at a time, whatever you're able to do. Nice solid kip. Heels got to be over the line. So we'll chalk up the wall. Make sure you're getting those heels over. If anybody noticed, the athletes that did it tonight, they were arching their back, or one of them was arching her back, and she was having a hard time getting her heel over the line. I personally think she got a shallow mark, but everybody was saying no, she just arched her back a lot. So you got to try to stay hollow and try to keep your back as straight as possible. Don't look down at the ground. Look straight out. Make sure you're not looking down, because that's going to arch your back more. If you're looking straight, in other words, when you're in handstand push-up, you should be looking straight out the door, the garage door. So your head should be neutral. Keeps you in a hollow position. I think that's it. You got 13 minutes, 225, 155 for women, 20-pound ball to a 10-foot target, 14 ball to a 9-foot target for the girls. That's the lower circle. Let's see. I don't even know what the scaled is. The scaled is, let's see. Scaled weight, men deadlift 135, same wall ball though. Women deadlift 95. They get a 10-pound wall ball. Oh, the men on the scale get 9-foot target. And then you're doing hand release push-ups. So again, have fun with it. Get your scores, cards, and make sure if you did sign up for the Open, make sure that you put your scores in. And that way next year when I'm taking you to the games, you can look back and laugh about how your time got so much better next year. All right, guys, have fun, and I'll see you tomorrow.